Afternoon, Jules here from Joolsedesigns at JT Creations. So what we've been doing is we've been making some window pockets out of envelopes. That one's cabbage dyed. They're all tea dyed. That one's just coffee dyed, sorry. And then they're all decorated with lace. That one I've put a journal card in. And the little bit that we've took off the end are stenciled and put some lace on it just to make a little diddy pocket. So that's what we're doing today. So I've got the ends that I've cut off, the other two. One of them obviously are decorated. But what I want to do this time is I want to make some pockets with flaps on, because what you do is you just open the pocket up. Just going to stick this down and then we just fasten that down. Now normally for these type of pockets we would just cut it across there and that would be it. But what I want is I want a flap, and I don't want it to cover the window. Obviously if you weren't going to use the window then you could do that. So just make sure that your sides are level like that, so you've got your crease. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the top off this and then open it up, and I'm not taking it right to the end, I'm just taking it a little bit just down to that crease. And again, I'm not touching the back, it's just this front flap I'm doing. And we're just using scraps of book paper and everything. And then what I'll do is I'll take that along there and cut into that. Then what I'm doing is I'm taking this down, whoops, get that little flap out the way, taking this down about a centimetre, because I don't want the pocket to be right up to the crease of the, and then we'll take this off here. Don't worry, because what we're doing is we're going to turn this one, we're going to glue it and turn it in. So I'll glue it now, and then I should have bent it in. So bend it in over first before you put the glue on, so you've got the crease on the other side. Otherwise you'll get yourself in a pickle like me. My day wouldn't be the same if I didn't have a pickle. And just make sure that none of the glue's spilt out and it's going to glue your envelope down. And just these little flaps down if there's. And then what I'm doing now is I'm just folding the flap at the top, and I'm just matching the sides, because what I want to do is I want to get an equal, I want it to be rounded. There we are. And that's equal. And this envelope, because it's one of those self-sealers, has a couple of little splits in it, you know, when you open them and there's a couple of little splits, so I'm just gluing them down. And that's it. And just make sure that that is down like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cover them with paper. Now what I want to do is I want to leave these, now those ones have been done for my Christmas journal, but obviously I don't want to be inundated with envelopes for the Christmas journal. I've used little die cuts. That's like a ribbon. That is a die cut. I think it's an X cut, and these are die cut. So it's one way of using, if you've been a card maker and you've got a die machine and you've got loads of dies that you're kind of not using, it's one way of using your dies up. Take off 4, and this is Truman Trust. There we are. So I think we'll start with the book pages. And where's my ruler? Because I'd rather it be all text and no borders. And this is, because it's encyclopedia, it's a bit like a dictionary page. So if I make just solely envelopes out of these, I usually glue about 3 together. And I think we'll do that. I'm just opening that up. So I will put and that'll fit up there. So I'm using glue stick, I'm using Prit, and I've not got a proper light for my hot light yet. It's an ultraviolet bulb I've got in, so if you see the glue going a bit white, you know it's I've used the ultraviolet bulb. I'll glue that spreader it down. Oh dear. I did have a wet wipe somewhere. Never mind. And I think we'll use a bit of this. And again, this is it's an old German Bible that was dilapidated. Half the pages had disappeared. They'd been eaten by insects. And I'm just using neutrals. Blue book for this, but I don't. And because of that ultraviolet light, I can see where all the glue is. Oh, we've got two there. We don't need that one. That will go on another one. And I'm not really bothered about the backs of these because these are going to get stuck in. So, and should we have a bit of music page? I'll take that off. And I want a piece for there, and I think I'm going to use, I've got some music page here. Let me get a baby wipe. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue this and then I'll stick that on. And I've pushed it down as far as I can. Okay. And as you've noticed, I do speed some of this up. You've all glued papers down in collages and things like that. So the last thing I want to do is have you bored watching me gluing bits and pieces. I know it shows you it in real time, but we all know how long it takes each one of us to cut things. So what I want to do is I want to find a paper that will match. I'm not over keen on that for there. No. No. That's quite nice. Right, okay, so we'll do that. So what I'll do is I'll just take off this little, you're getting a sneak peek at a shabby chic digital I'm working on. Something I'm doing and I'm going to take to Cyprus with me to work on. So I'm just taking this over the fold. Okay, and if you want to, I mean, I quite like that blue, but if you want to, you can put a picture in behind that and just stick it down. I quite like the blue, and what I'll do is I'll put a journal card in that has a main feature on there. So there we have our first envelope. This one, I think, not using, should we use this one to do the whole thing? Right, pin that side down there, Julie, and get it sorted. Okay, and you know what I might do is I might try and do it in a oneer. Let me see if I can do it. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I don't. Alright, so what I want is I want that there, and I want it to there. So we'll cut it. Oops. It's a bit frilly, but never mind. And I've gone past it, but it doesn't matter. And take this one out. So we've managed it. I've got a little bit here and I'm just going to trim that off. And then, never mind. But I think what we can do there is we've got some mailing labels. Yep, that'll do. And I'll stick a label that's got the number 9 on it. So it's coming number 9. And all right, I've got something in the oven. I'm just going to pause the video 2 seconds. I am back. That's my pasta bake's cooked. So that's dinner done for tonight. Although it's a good few hours early, but and before I stick this on, I'm just inking round the edges as you do. And what we're going to do for the we have some music, yeah, music paper's nice. So I'm again that's quite pretty, and don't want any of the snow on it. So again, we'll just, there we've got that one. So that's 2 we've got. What did I do with the other one? Oh, there it is. So we've got 2 envelopes. And now for the little tiny ones. So these are the offcuts, the other sides are the pockets, and they make lovely little pockets. This one I stenciled on because the stencil has bee, and I'm doing a bee journal eventually. So I wanted to see the bee, and what I'm looking for is some nice lace. So we'll have that. I should really have my material scissors out, but I'll use them for something else that I shouldn't, like cutting paper. And I'm using my Fabri-Tac for this because it's lace. Yep. Okay, it does hide the bee a bit, but what I want to do is I want to use one of these and ribbon. Yep. Okay, so these are Spellbinders dies I've had for an absolute years. I bought them on Create and Craft. They were a set, you know, when they used to do the sets for a couple of £100. I was working then and I could afford it. Now I can't. So I'm glad I got them when I did. I used to do wedding stationery, so these came in handy for my wedding stationery days. And I thought, well, because obviously Santa has his buckle on his belt. But again, I've done it with this ribbon and I've done it with a gold buckle, but I could have done it black. Okay, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue under there and a bit of glue under there just to hold the buckle down. I'm just straightening it up. It will take a deeper ribbon, and you can put an even deeper ribbon and like rush it down so that you get, like, you know, like the bow type. Oops. Oh, the Fabri-Tac's taken the gold off there. The gold card that I used. Never mind. If it goes a bit silvery, it goes a bit silvery. So there we have that one. And I'm just wondering what else to put on. I've been cutting out some of these, but I think they're a bit too big. These are sort of like the big buckles. Nameplates. Should we have do not discard? Yes, why not? Okay, and I was going to cut a notch down, but I don't think how well. I don't know. We'll have a look. See if I can get quite a shallow one here. See, it's not wanting to cut, but it's made enough of a mark. Sometimes it's best to put another piece of paper with the paper that you're cutting if it's just thin. Sometimes the punches just want a little bit more. Sort of like a thicker paper. And what we'll do is do you know what, I'm going to use I've got Galaxy Gold by Brilliance. I had it a few years ago and obviously it dried out. There we are, just very, very plain. And when it goes in the journal, I've still got some, you know, that I can either leave it like that or I can put something else on it. So I'm quite happy with that. And then we've got this one. And this one I think I will do with, don't know whether to do it all boob page or part boob page. You could do it, doesn't matter if they're and then with some nice lace on, that would look nice. Yep. So with this one, now do I want some of that with some white lace or just with some gold? Let me have a look at it with some white lace as well. No, I think the gold. So what I'm doing is, this is just tulle with gold glitter on it. And we'll see if we can get that stuck on there while it's I love this brown lace. This was the one that I bought in Hobby Lobby. Needs to last me until I go back out to the States again. Throw these bits of lace out because they do for clusters and things like that. In fact, what I might do is I might put a little cluster on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim the top because that paper wasn't exactly square. Does this want a little bit of white ribbon on it? I think labels here, not very Santa-ish, but they're like postage, so there's lots of things get posted. Still got a bit of that gold on it, so should we put it like that? Nope. And so we've got that. We've got some of these little white bits. And a little bit of old No, I don't want that one. I want a lighter book page. I'm looking for something that's already been taken off. So we'll take that off there. And there we are. So we'll stick these down. So I quite like that. Once it's dried, then these bits will dry in. So there we have it. And I'm just shoving these out the way. And I think what we'll put on here, I think we'll put a wee tab, or should we put it on there? No, because that'll hide the... In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make this tab a little bit smaller. Take off the... And we'll put this on here. And where's that little number? We'll put that on there. I'm just going to take this down just so that there's like a tiny border outside the black border. And take the corners off because it's rounded. Put that there, yep. I just feel as if that needs another colour on top of it, so this is Friar Brown. I just felt it just needed darkening down a little bit before I put it on there. And I'm using Fabri-Tac because obviously one side of it's going on lace, so okay, now where's my little, there it is. And I'll use Fabri-Tac on this one as well. Two little pockets that are decorated. One's for my bee journal because it's got the big bee. I could put it in my Christmas journal. I quite like it. I can always make another one because I've got that stencil. So we've got those. And then we've got our pockets that we did. And what I might do is I might put some, I think that would be quite nice. You could even put thread paper through there. This is from the music, when I was trimming the music paper down, and I liked it because it had the rusty, the rust off the staples, but that's not, but yeah, I quite like that. It's giving me ideas. Now I just cut these out of paper, they're not cut out of card. I was just when I cut dies out, if there's space, because it's an A4 die machine, if there's space I usually fill the whole thing up, not to waste it. So there, you can put that there, or you could put that there. I think I quite like it on there. We'll have a look what it's like on the music one. No, I like it on that one. And what I'll do is I will cut that. And there we are. Quite like that actually. Put that little tag there. When I have labels like that, I mean they're smaller than what they were. I cut round them and make tags out of them all sorts. You don't have to keep them as labels. And there we are. So I think we'll leave it at that. So we've got our 2 flappy envelopes. Okay, and we've got our ones without the flaps. We've just cut them off, and I covered them in exactly the same way, but I used ruffles. Now the ruffles I showed how to do when I was doing some of the pages in the Christmas journal, and I've put a ruffle on that one on the bottom, and I've used die cuts, and that one I just put a nice long piece of lace. So I've got plenty for my Christmas journal. These are definitely for my Christmas journal. Now I quite like them. That one's got gold on as well, but I think I'll put that one in my Christmas journal as well, because I quite like them, and they're nice little pockets just to sit in and put a nice little tag. Too wide, and they might not. Nope. There we are. And the tags, that was a previous video as well. Now, trying to put that one upside down. And there we are. So those have got their tags in, so I can put them away. That one can go away. What I need to do is I need to make a journal card that's got something on there, and I will do that, but not in this video, because I do want to decide. So probably what I'll do is I'll put a Santa in that one. So I've got some little Santa tags or snowman tags on a journal card as a tuck spot, because they'll just fit in there. I have got some with, probably not got any with Santa on, not on these ones anyway. I think that's on the, oh, that's cute. Now is that not just the cutest? You just see them sneaking out there. I quite like that green. I think that one would look nice on there. Yeah. So that one would go on the journal card. All you do is you just measure your journal card, measure that on your journal card, and then you fix that on. And then when you put your journal card in the window, And there you've got your little sneaking snowman. So I hope you get something out of that. I hope you'll have a go, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.